Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the difference between a resume, CV and a biodata. So let us first look what is a resume. A resume is a French word meaning summary. So why is a resume necessary? A resume is necessary for us to apply for jobs. If a certain company which we are looking into work in future asks for our biodata, CV or resume, we have to provide them with a resume, CV or biodata, whichever they ask for. So today we will see what is the difference between a resume, CV and biodata and how do we write one. So to write a resume, we have to keep these points in mind. We have to fill up the resume with these points. First one is objective statement. We have to write an objective in the resume. Why we are preparing a resume. So we have to write the objective statement. Second is education. From where we have done our schooling or where we have graduated from, we have to give the details in the resume. Skills. What skills do we possess? We have to write that in our resume as well. Work experience. What work experience do we have after our education? After we have been graduated from our university, everyone has certain kind of work experience. So we have to write those work experience in our resume. Achievements. So everybody has achievements. So we have to write the achievements in our resume. Professional associations or volunteer work. So what kind of professional associations we have or what kind of volunteering work we have done in our maybe university days, graduation days or maybe later on in our career. So we have to write those as well. So all these points summarize and make a resume. So now let's look upon what will be the length of the resume. We can add a page or max 2 pages for a resume. It is a summarized version of our education and career or volunteering work, etc., which we make to apply for a job. So it will be of maximum 2 pages and not more than that. So now we will look upon how we write a CV. Before switching on to the CV, how to write a CV and what is a CV, let us first see how do we write the professional experience in our resume. So when we write the professional experience, suppose this is our resume and we are writing our professional experience. So we start from we write it in a chronological order. We start from the present professional experience we are having or current job we are working in. We write from present till our past professional experiences. So that is how we actually follow the rule in a resume. So next we will see how to write a CV and what is the difference between a resume and a CV. So now let's look upon how to write a CV and what is the difference between a resume and a CV. So a CV is also known as curriculum vitae. So CV is a Latin word which means course of life and the full form is curriculum vitae. So how do we write a CV? Let us see. We include these points in a CV and it is more elaborate than a resume. So first we write about our education. Then we write about our skills, which we also wrote in the resume. Third, we write about our works and work experiences. Fourth, we write about our achievements. We write about our awards, special honors, certifications if we have any, scholarships if we have received, research projects, if we have done certain research during our university or graduation days or our education days, and our publications, we also write about it if we have published journals, etc. Professional references, if we have any, we write about those as well. Also, we include about hobbies and interests. So, along with education, career, we also include something about our life in our CV. So, this is a more detailed version of a resume. So, let us now look upon how do we write all these points, how do we proceed. Now, let us see how do we proceed with the professional experiences when we write in a CV. Professional experiences. So, in a CV, we write everything in chronological order and we start with our education. All the educations and certifications we have received in our education days, in our graduation university days, we start with the education and then we go to our professional experience. So, a CV can be up to 3 pages long or the maximum of 10 pages long, which is different as in the case of a resume. A resume is maximum 2 pages long, whereas a CV can be up to 10 pages long because it is a detailed version of the resume. So, now let us look upon how do we write a biodata and what is a biodata. So, now let's look upon what is a biodata. A biodata is a biographical data which is detailed document which contains relevant factual information about you, which can be personal plus your professional information. So, how to write a biodata? Let us see. In a biodata, we include all these points, which are your date of birth, your gender, your race, your religion, nationality, photograph also, marital status, residence, your height, complexion, your father's name, your family information, such as whoever stays in your family, about your family members, educational background, work experience, skills, hobbies and interests. So we can see that few points are common which we have also used in our resume and in our CV. But a biodata is a more detailed information about your personal as well as your professional career. So a biodata can be up to 1 to 3 pages long, not more than that. In certain countries, biodata is used for applying to jobs, and in certain countries such as India, it is also used for marriage proposals as well. So, a biodata is more of your personal information along with your professional, and a CV is a more detailed version of your resume, a detailed version of all the information that a resume contains. It can be up to 1 to 10 pages long, a biodata can be up to 3 pages long, and a resume can be maximum of 2 pages long. So, as per the job requirement, if the employer asks us for a resume, we submit a resume. If they ask us for a CV, a curriculum vitae, we submit the CV. And if they ask for a biodata, we submit the biodata. And if they match their preferences, we are being called for interview. And if we do well in the interview, we get the job. So this is how we differentiate between a resume, CV and biodata. Generally, we submit the resume, and if the employer asks for a more detailed version, that is a curriculum vitae, a CV, we submit the CV. And we usually do not submit the biodata until and unless we are being asked for. Okay, so now let us look at the summarized version of differences between resume, CV and a biodata, including the professional details. If you look at the professional details, in a resume we need a very concise summary, and in a CV, brief about details, more details than a resume. So in a CV, there are more details about the professional experiences in a CV rather than a resume. As compared to a resume, CV has more professional details of a candidate. In a biodata, it says it needs a concise summary as requested. If it is being requested, so we have to put a concise summary of the professional details of the candidate. Regarding the personal details, let us see. In a resume, there are very minimal personal details. Also, in a CV, it contains a very minimal personal details of the candidate. But in a biodata, there are a lot of personal details included. Let us see at the length. Length of a resume is 1 to 2 pages long. In a CV, it is 3 to maximum of 10 pages long. In a biodata, it is 1 to 3 pages long. Customization. So we can customize the resume to highlight our skills. In a CV, we only customize when we include the latest job information. In a biodata, it is the same as CV. Suitable for. A resume is suitable, more suitable actually, for corporate roles. We submit a resume for corporate job offers. A CV is more used for academic roles, mostly used for the academic roles which we need to apply for. A biodata is used for both jobs and matrimonial alliances. Now let us look at the geography. Where is it mostly used? A resume is mostly used in USA, Canada, and also it is used in India as well. A CV is mostly used in UK, Europe and India. Also in many other countries, but these are the mostly used places. A biodata is used mostly in countries such as India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh and etc. So this is the summarized version of the differentiation between a resume, CV and biodata. I hope this video will help you to write a resume, CV and biodata more correctly to apply for your dream job.